Hey, Bulls and Bears, it is Wednesday, September 1st, 2021. You asked for it. Here it is. Got some good news for you. Prices are about ready to crash. We're about ready to see a correction. The cost of living is going to go down. They're going to stop printing money. Banks are no longer able to loan out money that doesn't exist. They have to have money, physical money in reserves to be able to loan it out. Therefore, you're going to see a massive price correction to the downside, and cost of living is going to crash and plummet. Okay, that was the fake news. Now for the real news. You see, the people that are asking for good news, it seems to me like they're asking for me to just throw out false information. But let's not throw out false information. Let's give you the real deal, and let's get into today's dose of economic reality. Home prices, rents are about to surge, and they've already been surging, but they're going to increase. As far as I can tell, they're going to increase velocity, and prices are going to accelerate. And that's my estimate here. Well, let me take a look. Let's take a look and see why I'm predicting that. And let's start with the floods down in Louisiana and how many people are displaced. We're also going to talk about the displacements in California because of the fires. And essentially, homes and residences are being destroyed faster than they're being built. So not only is building not keeping up with demand, but it's happening in reverse when you look at all the destruction of all the homes. And when you look at all the supply chain disruptions, the labor shortages, and the problems that we're having building new homes. And here's just an example of how bad the floodwaters are down in Louisiana. A Louisiana man is missing after alligator attacked in Ida floodwaters. The wife actually saw the man get attacked by the gator, pulled him to safety, went to find help, came back, and her husband was missing. So that's how bad the floodwaters are. You have dolphins also coming onto people's properties because the floodwaters from the ocean are so deep. There was so much devastation that the Louisiana National Guard had to activate 4,900 Guard personnel and use 195 high water vehicles, 73 rescue boats, and 34 helicopters to rescue people from their homes. Also, part of the rescue package was a delivery of about 3.4 million meals to people in the storm devastated area. So this is where preparation will only get you so far. You can be prepared, food stacked to the moon, but as soon as you get flooded out, all your preparations go out the window. And you're going to need to get rescued and relocate. And how many houses, thousands of homes are going to go with this? And that's more people that are going to be struggling to find an affordable place to live somewhere else. Hopefully they'll go to the Midwest or someplace away from the coast and not resettle back on the coast. But the same can be said for any disaster that strikes anywhere. People have been saying they're going to leave California because of the fires. And we've got thousands of homes destroyed now in California fires. And yes, homes are being destroyed faster than they're being built. Here's a video out of UPI.com. Looks like they put this out there via YouTube. This was a dolphin. There it is. Well, at least it's not a shark. I guess there's good news, right? We've got fires now in California going into the Lake Tahoe area. And who knows, when this fire season's done, you may see, 10,000 homes, maybe more, destroyed from all these fires. Where are all these people going to move to? And what's that going to do to prices? Are prices going to go up even faster this year than they did in the past year? And people were kind of hoping that the ending of the eviction moratorium would bring some prices back into a realignment to reality. But the truth is, a lot of cities and even entire states in some cases still have their own eviction moratorium. So do not expect any price corrections anytime soon. There may be some pockets, some areas that are letting the moratorium expire. Therefore, you're going to see some prices adjust in those areas. But I'm guessing it's not going to be in most areas because, again, the leaders, the lawmakers responsible for making these decisions, they do not want to be blamed when they see millions of homeless people in their state or in their area. Now, remember, when it comes to prices, for every person that gets a free place to live, someone else that's paying for the home are paying for their place to live or apartment, they're going to pay the extra cost because you're going to see lower supply when you have millions of people that are living for free. That's taking up a home that someone that normally would pay their rent could pay for to live in. And we see some recent headlines here. New York bans evictions through next year. We've got landlords in New York. They're threatening to sue if the eviction moratorium is extended. So you've got, again, landlords. More landlords are going to be snapping and having to file bankruptcy, and probably a lot of them just losing everything. And you know what happens when people lose everything? They lose it. Let's go down here. Illinois extends eviction moratorium. So yeah, in many places, you're still going to see rents continue to skyrocket in the places where the moratoriums are not extended. Expect to see a lot of carnage. You may see falling prices, but it's also going to be sad at the same time because you're going to see a lot more homeless, a lot more stories of people literally freaking out. Probably a lot of crime, a big surge in crime, and if you're in one of those areas, be very, very cautious and careful of your surroundings. And speaking of rents and the cost of rents, let's go over to apartment list. This was just updated yesterday, August 31st, and we see the areas that see the biggest increases in rent. Let's go down to this map here. The darker the area, the bigger the increase in rents. We see Phoenix, Arizona there. We see a lot along the coast here, California, Florida along the coast here, Virginia, big increases. Of course, New York City, prices going back up there. So if you're in the middle America, the Midwest here, then you are going to see lower prices in general. Not always. There are some expensive cities, of course. But let's take a look at some of these year-over-year numbers. This is actually about 18 months numbers here since March 2020. We see Boise, Idaho up 39%, Spokane, Washington 35%, Tampa, Florida 30%, Gilbert, Arizona 29%, a lot of other cities in Arizona, Henderson, Nevada 27%. And with all these displacements, with the fires and floods, expect prices to continue to rise and probably even accelerate from here. So there's your news for today. Thanks everybody for watching and support. Stay well, stay safe, keep stacking.